both of you on the show because we're 22. You've reached legend. You both have received NBA 2K logos. Now, I want to know your first impressions. King Jordan 2K, you're on current gen, so let's start with you.
I love the game. I think that they did an amazing job just on the builds, the badges, just the defense, just the whole game. I think it's the best out of any 2K that has came out. And round of applause to Mike Wayne and the NBA team, 2K team. They really done an amazing job just developing this game.
Special to current gen is the cruise ship. What do you think about that?
They did an amazing job, and I'm telling you, when I saw it, my mouth dropped. It really did.
And Bash World, you're on new gen, so give us your first.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And, Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. Lights out there with Clint Capella. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. DeAnthony Melton out there with Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. And the Grizzlies start. Out with the ball. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Yeah, you know know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost, but sometimes even when you play your best, it might not be good enough. Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
They get it again. Lights out. And the rejection by Jackson. Bogdanovich inside. He's guarded by Melton. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Brooks kicks to Melton. Morant passes to Melton. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Jackson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Passes it to Lights out. From deep. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morant against Young. It's Morant with the drive.
Focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
And so it's Atlanta with it. After Memphis gets the 3, Capella, his second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
Hunter against Brooks. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams. Brandon Clark comes in for Jaren Jackson. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Bain in for DeAnthony Melton. Now here's Morant. He had 37 points last game out.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Collins, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Morant against Young. Morant passes to Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Herter. Inside. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there. Works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing his thing there.
Morant passes to Anderson. Back to Morant. Rebound by the Hawks.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Lights out. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Morant surveying the D over Collins. And the Grizzlies tap on 2 more.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Down low. Here's Collins. Pass to Herter. Here's Lights out. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Morant outside. Driving the lane. Can't cash in from close range. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for Atlanta. Reddish out there, Gallinari. Then it's Collins. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Williams at the point.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Reddish the pass to Collins. Shoots from 14. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Williams against Morant. Pass to Bain. Anderson outside. And the pass to Tillman. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payton for 3. Rebound Atlanta.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Passes to Reddish. Lets it go from 11. Tillman grabs the miss. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 3-point game. They host the Kings after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Doesn't go that time. Collins with some nice D. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder. Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And, Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kyle Anderson. Brooks checked in for Bain. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for John Morant. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Collins. Hunter comes in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdanovich in for Cameron Reddish. And DeAnthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Checked in for the Hawks. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Shooting for Atlanta, DeLon White. 1 shot.
And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And here is Capella. Adams defending. Outside Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Brooks. 6 points for him. To the middle. It's deflected. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Wright. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead. Memphis has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Melton passes to Jackson. Fader on the way, and it's good for 2. 6 points for Jaren Jackson.
And a versatile offensive talent with a capable jumper. Defenders can't fall asleep when guarding Jackson.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Now, here's Melton. His last outing, he had 8 points. To the inside. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
To the paint. Here's lights out. Again, the Hawks score.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. That one a little long.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Three seconds left. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need to replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it, and if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Morant is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson has the open look. That 3 off the mark.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Hunter on the wing. Inside. Here's lights out. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Brooks dishes to Morant. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Kick out to Adams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Melton. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Melton passes to Morant. Back to Melton. With the shot. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Here's lights out. He's got 7. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Lights out's got the lead up to 12 now for Atlanta.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. So the free throw line for him tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
Free throw no good for Capella.
Capella has finished in the top 3 in offensive rating for a couple of years now, and he's up there in most years with the highest field goal percentage in the league.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Atlanta, Lou Williams out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's lights out in the power forward. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Now I'd draw that one up again. Throw it up, Capella jump, you slam it through. That's an easy 2.
Morant dishes to Adams. Pass to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Brooks outside. And the three off target.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Bogdanovich passes to Lights Out. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 13 points for Lights Out.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
They grabbed their own miss. Adams' shot is good.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Here's Lights Out. From outside, off the mark.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Melton passes to Brooks. Up top, Adams. He dishes it to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Atlanta leading by 21. Out left to the wing. Here's Lights Out. Guarded by Jackson. Williams against Morant. Williams passes to Lights Out. Knocks down the three ball. Lights Out's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Hawks.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
And he gets it to go. And that's 12 points for John Morant.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Capella against Adams. Here's Lights Out. Kept alive. Capella kicks to Hunter. There's the pass to Lights Out. Passes it to Williams. Shoots the three. And he's good on the three ball.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that. As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Back to Capella. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his second.
Steven Adams picks one up.
First team.
Capella's not backing down from that. He shoots right into the coverage to create that foul.
Two shots.
Hey, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Atlanta.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Another thing they've done well tonight is to share the basketball. So many of their buckets have just been off crisp offensive sets, setting up their shooters.
He's off on the first. And, Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul? All today.
You know,
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
All right, I'm going to cut right to the chase. You want out or not?
Mr. Lesser, no.
You lying to me?
Look, this organization has felt like home since the beginning. You know, somebody told me that you fought for me in the draft room. That's when I knew this is where I wanted to be. I love this team. I mean, these are the guys that I want to go to war with. You understand me? That's like my family now. Look, Mr. Lesser, I want to build my career here.
This looks sincere.
Can't believe everything you read in the news, right?
Is that a joke?
It's my attempt at one.
Anything else you want to talk about? I still got 3 minutes to my next meeting.
I'm good. You know, I just appreciate you talking to me man to man.
All right. Anything else bothers you? Door's always open.
I appreciate that. Till then, Mr. Lesser.
You got it.
We're the land of the free.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. In this one, we'll see the new... New York Knicks. Hey, Alec.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the Atlanta Hawks rebuild seems to...
Well, they're poised to compete in the East for a long time, Allie. Good reporting there. And now the opening lineup for New York. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Emmanuel Quickly is out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Toppin in at the power forward position. And for Atlanta, in the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's lights out in at the 4 slot. And a huge part of any NBA team's success is health, especially as we move to the middle part of the schedule.
Well, we know injuries are a part of the game, and they shape every NBA season. Unfortunately, they can end a team's season at any moment.
Count it.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Lights out. No good from outside. And here's New York now. And here's quickly a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Toppin shot is off. To the paint. Here's lights out. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Inside. Here's Toppin. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
The very definition of an unselfish star. Kemba Walker doing work with the pass.
And a lot's changed for Kemba Walker. Bought out over the summer. And, of course, this was after he was sent out to Oklahoma City with the Thunder. Now, Kemba gave up some cash in that buyout, but he feels like he's in a great fit with the Knicks to help them make another run.
Just over a minute and a half in. Quickly against Bogdanovich. The rebound by Bogdanovich. Atlanta's gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Hunter against Barrett. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And that's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Hawks, DeAndre Hunter. At the line for 2.
Throw good. Hunter. He's perfect from the line this time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has stroke been on the money.
Walker passes to Robinson. Right side Barrett. Shot from 16. And he nails the jumper.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett is always working on his perimeter game, and he makes easy work at the mid-range.
Pass to lights out. Back to Young. First quarter of ball. Almost 2.5 minutes in. Now Hunter, guarded by Barrett. 5 on the clock. Here's lights out. From outside, off the mark.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And he lobs it up to the rim. To the middle. Oh, a flawless finish on the line.
What sets Capella apart on offense is effort. He does everything he can to support the play and find his shot.
Walker passes to Robinson. Capella against Walker. And there's the drive, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Capella.
And when you talk to folks around the league, no one has a bad word to say about Walker. He's just a good guy, a loyal guy.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Hunter. Herter's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Williams is subbed in for Young. A big group substitution here for New York. Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Noel comes in for Toppin. Fournier's checked in for Barrett. And Rose is subbed in for Quickly.
There is a persistence and a willingness to seek contact and still finish by Derrick Rose. Nicely done.
And, of course, Kemba's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award multiple times.
Yeah, he's such a glue guy. I mean, he brings people together. He's a guy who improves the culture of your team.
one thing about Derrick Rose that's never changed over the years, Grant, is his ability to come through in the clutch. When a big basket is needed, he's the guy you want on the court.
How many times have we seen it? End of game situation, Rose in an isolation set. And even against a double team, he finds a way to shake free and get the bucket. As dependable as it gets when the pressure's on.
Noel against Gallinari. From the arc. Lights out. That's good. Give him 8.
But Danilo Gallinari, obviously much more known as a scorer, but how about the court vision there?
Pass to Noel. Now here's Gibson. Here's Walker. They get it again.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
To the inside. Ooh, stolen by 48. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Gibson with it. He's covered by Gallinari. Rose up top. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Lights Out. The Hawks leading. Pass to Collins. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Here's Walker. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Sweet little floater.
Soft touch is a requirement of the floater game. Does Kemba Walker have it? You bet.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Knicks up 1. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And the 25th pick in 2020, Emmanuel quickly made an immediate impact with his shooting, including his deadly floater.
I feel like I developed it kind of at a young age. I wasn't always the most athletic, so having skill was really important. So just having a floater that I could use over a big man is really vital.
Well, Grant, those silky floaters don't always make the highlight reels, but my goodness, are they impressive.
BA, for a lot of players, that's a bad shot, but it's when he's worked at and perfected over time.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
We've got Danilo Gallinari. DeLon Wright is out there with Kevin Huerter. Then there's John Collins, and it's Reddish in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Back to Collins. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand.
And that one drops. Fournier's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Pass to Reddish. From outside the arc. It's Huerter on the wing. Fires in the triple.
Nice awareness there from the big man Collins. Solid at finding his teammates when they're open.
Now a timeout called by New York. You know, Grant, it seems like Collins is one of those guys you can depend on for a 2010 stat line just about every night.
Yeah, he's a double-double machine. He's as consistent as they come offensively, and with his hustle, his rebound numbers are never lagging.
Capella. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Back to Capella. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
Back to Toppin. Here's Rose, and he gets it to go. Now two of 6 in the game. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, in their first half of play, they're closing out aggressively. The block shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
And you know, the other thing they've done really well tonight is stay active defensively. Lots of steals, and that's making a huge difference.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Williams has checked in for Hunter. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Here's lights out. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. 11 points in the game.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Pass to Toppin. Robinson against Young. Robinson gets the bucket. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Here's lights out. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. And a slam dunk by Capella.
Refusing to give up on the glass, Capella truly works for his rebounds.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside Robinson. Rose outside. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Rose outside. And stolen by Williams. Here's lights out. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Hawks on top, up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Hawks leading. On the court right now for the Knicks. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward.
Inside, Capella's physical ability makes the difference. He can get vertical, bump with you, whatever it takes.
Pass to Toppin. Back to Barrett. Counted.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Well, the Hawks shooting the ball at 46% from the floor.
Boy, everybody remembers the 2019 draft as the Zion Williamson draft. And obviously, R.J. Barrett goes number 3 to the New York Knicks.
Right now, a close game in Atlanta. They'll be off to Indiana for a meeting with the Pacers after this one. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Walker. 6 points for him. Pass to Toppin. On the wing quickly. From deep. Just 5 on the clock. And there's Toppin on the assist by Quickly. Toppin's got 9. Of course, RJ and Zion played together in Durham, along with Cam Reddish.
That's right. So much pure talent on that team. But experience helps win chips at any level. No substitute for knowledge and context.
And it's Quickly with a miss.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Barrett against Hunter. And he's going for the oop here.
Oh, what a pass. Those two met each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. The Knicks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Now a timeout called by New York. the Knicks. Gibson's checked in for Robinson.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Williams. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Lights out. That's good.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
New York trailing. Quickly outside. Pass to Rose. Over Collins. Misses off the left iron.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it's Atlanta's ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. Here's Williams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Nerlens Noel.
Well, Lou Williams has talked openly about the fact that because he's come off the bench most of his career, it has probably extended and lengthened that career. Interesting stuff.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Williams drops them both. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Quickly outside. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. With 1 on the clock. No good there. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. The Hawks on top. They're up by 5. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us. As we get ready for the fourth. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's lights out in at the 4 spot. So that's the Hawks 5.
The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates. Just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Well, the Hawks shooting has been good. Around 52% from the field. Back to Young. Cashes in the 12-footer.
You know, just what they were looking for right there. That's not a shot he's going to miss.
Quickly outside. Pass to Fournier. Back to Quickly. Clock at 6. From deep. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
And it's Capella with the jam.
And when the time is right, Capella can get up there. Great job rising up for the bucket.
Rose outside. Quickly from outside. Rebound Atlanta. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And a slam dunk by Capella.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a 10-point pass. Robinson passes to Rose. With a step back, drained it for 2 points.
Well, you think about Derek in his prime. Rose averaged 25 points per game. Scorer first and foremost.
Here's Young. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by New York.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a chess match. You're looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Fournier, and it's Walker in for Rose.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, "Where's the fight, you guys? You know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness." Back to you.
Here's Barrett. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
There's a confidence and a comfortability to what R.J. Barrett is doing nightly. Boy, is he cooking right now.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Look like a schoolyard playground right there. The Knicks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. And he's going for the lob. Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hunter. And now the Hawks on the break. Here's lights out. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
To the middle. And now the Hawks on the break. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Here's lights out. Buries it from 3. 22 points for him. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace. And sending shots back.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
Beyond the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Hawks.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number 1 was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Quickly, passes to Walker. Drilled from 11 feet out.
Well, the catch and shoot is Kemba's game, right? He can play in pick and roll, or he can play off a teammate.
Here's lights out. Offensive rebound. Capella. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Jang, he's checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Herder's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Wright subbed in for Young. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Here's Wright. The Knicks pull it in.
And you know they're extremely disappointed right now. I mean, this one getting away from them.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Here's lights out. Drills it from deep.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
They're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill.
Hey, it's easy to see that you play the game with a lot of joy, MP.
Right.
But it seems like you're most joyful when the ball's going in the basket like it was tonight. Why do you think scoring brings out that side of you?
You know, I wouldn't put it that way. I think that's just a read on the situation.
But you sure looked good, like you were having a blast out there tonight.
That was more about winning than anything.
But you enjoy scoring.
For sure, for sure. But I enjoy all kinds of things. Locking up my man, finding an open shooter in the corner, hitting free throws. I find joy in all aspects of the game, so I think your evaluation is a little bit off, that's all.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for your time, MP.